Hello there, learning buddies! Welcome to Let's Learn YouTube channel. For our newcomers, please like the video and subscribe to this channel for more learnings. This is part 2 of basic grammar rules, subjects, and verbs. Let us start by digging deeper into the words subject and verb. What is a subject? The subject of a sentence is the person, place, thing, or idea that is doing or being something. Usually, you can identify the subject by asking who or what. For example, in this sentence, diabetes affects many people around the world. What affects many people around the world? The answer is diabetes. Hence, the subject in this sentence is diabetes, while the verb, which is a word that shows action, is affects. In the next sentence, what do you think is the subject? Locally produced goods have the advantage of shorter supply chains. The subject here is locally produced goods, and the verb is have. Have here is a transitive verb. Next sentence. The committee agrees on the quality of the writing. What is the subject in this sentence? It is the committee. The verb in this sentence is agrees. Can you now identify the subject and the verb in a sentence? Well, then let's have some exercises. What is the subject and verb in this sentence? The committee decides how to proceed. Who decides how to proceed? It is the committee. That's why it is the subject, and the verb in this sentence is decides. How about this sentence? The classroom is the main setting of the study. What is the subject and the verb? The subject is the classroom, and the verb is. Next sentence. Many teachers complain about and report the poor school performance of their students. Teachers here is the subject, and complain is the verb. For this sentence, a scientist studies the impact of a drug on cancer. What is the subject and the verb? Scientist is the subject and studies is the verb. I'm sure you are already acquainted with the subject and the verb. Now let's move forward to the singular and plural forms of the subject and the verb. For the first example, under the subject, researcher, researchers, researcher is singular and researchers is plural. For the verb, studies is singular and study is plural. A lot of us are confused on the subject with S and the verb with S. As a common rule, let us remember that if there is an S on the subject, that is a plural subject, just like the researchers, and should take the plural verb that is without S. As you can see in the sample sentence, the researchers study the effectivity of the drug. Researchers is a plural subject, thus it takes a plural verb which is study. In the second sentence, the researcher studies the effectivity of the drug. Researcher is a singular subject, so it must take a singular verb. That is why the verb in the sentence is studies. For the next examples, drug here under the subjects is a singular subject. Drugs is plural. Tests under the verbs is a singular verb, and test is plural. Learner is a singular subject, and learners is plural. Conducts is a singular verb, and conduct is plural. Now, can you already identify singular and plural verbs and subjects? Let's find out. Let's have the nouns as subjects first. Is cat singular or plural? Singular. How about dogs? Plural. How about rooms? Plural. How about laboratory? Singular. Scientist. Singular. Discovery. Singular. Experiments. Plural. Surveys. Plural. Viruses. Plural. Infection. Singular. Very good. Now let's move forward to the verbs. Which of these verbs are singular and which of these are plural? Is invent singular or plural? Plural. How about discovers? Is it a singular or plural verb? Singular. How about gives? A singular verb. How about analyze? A plural verb. How about hypothesize? Yes, a plural verb. How about puts? A singular verb. How about try? Plural verb. How about gathers? Singular verb. How about writes? Singular verb. And get? Plural verb. Very good. Did you get all of them right? Congratulations! Praise yourself for such a good performance. Now let us try to look at these sentences. Which do you think is correct? A. A scientist invents a miracle drug. Or B. A scientist invents a miracle drug. Scientist, which is a singular subject, should take the singular verb invents. Hence, the answer is letter B. How about the next set of sentences? A. The experiments produce positive results. Or B. The experiments produces positive results. Experiments is in the plural form, thus the verb must also be in the plural form. Therefore, use produce as the verb. The answer is letter A. Congratulations for a job well done. I hope you learned something from this grammar lesson. In case you like to read literary works, you can also follow me on Wattpad, Sophia at Hearty Lips. Up next are the rules in subject and verb agreement. Stay tuned!